Today we will discuss push down automata. Push down automata is simply a way to implement context free languages or context free grammar. That is, by using push down automata we are implementing context free grammar. Suppose by using finite automata we are implementing regular grammar. In the same way, by using push down automata we are implementing context free grammar. And finite automata stores only a finite amount of information. Finite automata stores only a finite amount of information, but coming to this push down automata, it stores infinite amount of information. Push down automata, it stores infinite amount of information. Okay, in simple terms, push down automata is equal to a finite automata plus some stack. A finite automata plus some external memory, that is simply a stack. And simply a stack. Now the model for push down automata. The model for push down automata. Push down automata mainly contains three components. One is input tape. Second one is a finite control. Third one is stack. That is, this is the finite control and stack. Okay, this is the input tape, this is the stack, and this is the finite control. Here input tape is divided into different number of cells. Each cell can store only a single symbol. Suppose BA. Each cell can store only a single symbol. Finite control contains a pointer which always points to the current reading symbol. That is, at which symbol we are reading, this control points to the current reading symbol. And the input symbol, that is the entire input, is ended with either a dollar or a delta or a B to represent, that is the end of the input. That represents, that is the end of the input. And also that finite control can access the memory location stack. That means to access infinite amount of information, that is to remember, here finite PDA remember infinite amount of information. To remember that amount of information, this finite control uses stack. So this operations, the stack, we know operations. It insert the input symbols into the stack and delete the symbols from the stack. So it performs push and pop operation. It performs push and pop operations. Okay. Now coming to push down automata is represented in 7 tuple format. Push down automata is represented in a 7 tuple format. Suppose the P is equal to Q sigma delta Q naught Z naught F and this one. Okay, here Q is a finite set of states. Q is a finite set of states. Sigma is input alphabet. Delta is a transition function. Later I will write the transition function. Q naught is initial state. Initial state. Z naught is initial stack symbol. This symbol is always present at the bottom of the stack. That is, Z naught is a special symbol which is always placed at the bottom of the stack. F is the set of final states, and the symbol is the stack alphabet. The symbol is The stack alphabet, that is the symbols that are presented on the stack are represented by using this one. Now we will move to delta. Before going to delta, suppose consider finite automata. Finite automata is divided into two parts: deterministic finite automata, non-deterministic finite automata. So you know the difference between these two. On every input we have exactly one transition. On every input we have only one transition. But coming to NFA, on every input we have either 0 or any number of transitions. 0 or any number of transitions. In the similar manner, this push down automata is also divided into two types. One is deterministic push down automata and second one is non-deterministic push down automata. Deterministic push down automata and the second one is non-deterministic push down automata. Suppose first move to in deterministic push down automata. The simple point is, for example, delta. In push down automata, the transitions are represented in this format. For example, in finite automata, how we are represent the transitions? Delta, some state, some input symbol. But in push down automata, along with the state input, we have stack symbol also. For example, delta Q A Z. Here Q is the state, A is the input, Z is the stack. Here Z represents suppose the elements that are present in the stack. For everyone, that is for every delta of Q A Z has at most one transition. Remember, have at most one transition. Then it is deterministic PDA. For every has at most one transition, then it is called deterministic PDA. Similarly, in non-deterministic PDA, on this one we have any number of transitions. On this one we have any number of transitions. Suppose coming to this one, I am saying that I have at most one transition. At most means a maximum one. So 0 transitions are also available. In that case, one more point is derived. For example, an input symbol A belongs to sigma. Sigma is the set of all input symbols. For every transition, delta of Q A Z is not empty. So is not empty means it comes under this case. If it is not empty means it moves to one transition. Suppose if this one is an empty, if it must be empty. When we are saying that it is empty, if delta of Q on any input symbol is not empty. That is simple terms, if there is a transition. If there is a transition on any one of the input symbol, not only on any input symbol, we have a single transition for the state Q and for the stack symbol. Okay, this is the deterministic push down automata, and non-deterministic push down automata almost similar to NFA. Non-deterministic finite automata almost similar to NFA. It contains a many number of transitions. Okay, now I will explain the delta transitions. Suppose in deterministic push down automata, what is the delta? So here what we are providing as an input? The input is the states, input symbols and stack. The states Q, input symbol is sigma, may contains epsilon also into the stack symbols. At most one transition, that means this one. That is any number of stack symbols. Similarly, in non-deterministic push down automata, Q sigma union epsilon 2 lambda is equal to 2 power. See this one, it is almost similar to finite automata. It is similar to non-deterministic finite. This is a DFA, this is NFA. But remember, both DFA and NFA are equally powerful. Both DFA and NFA are equally powerful. But coming to this push down automata, both have different powers. Generally, non-deterministic finite automata is more powerful. Non-deterministic finite automata is more powerful than push down automata. Okay. Now next point is acceptance of a language by push down automata. Acceptance of a language by push down automata. In this we have two ways to accept the language. We are following two ways. One is acceptance by final state, acceptance by empty stack. Acceptance by final state, acceptance by empty stack. For example, if a push down automata P is taken and the language accepted by the push down automata is L of P. If P is a push down automata, the language accepted by push down automata is L of P, and the language is represented as L of P is equal to W such that Q W Z0. Suppose on some state Q, W is some input symbol, the stack symbol is Z0. This symbol specifies that from this on many transitions, this one specifies that on many number of moves on this input symbol state and stack, on many number of moves. Suppose if you are getting a state some QF, if you are getting a state QF epsilon some stack. See this one, by this is the starting transition. From this on many number of moves, if you are getting this notation, here QF is the final state, epsilon represents there is no input symbol. Here this one specifies the top of the stack top is contains any symbol. That is not our question. Even though stack contains empty or stack contains any symbols, that is not our question. Our question is on completion of the entire input, if we are in a final state. Okay, final state means that one, that is read the entire input symbol. After the entire input symbol is completed and now I am in a state QF, final state, that means the language is accepted by the push down automata. Remember, in this case the stack symbol is not considered. We are considering only the end of the input. Suppose some another case is W such that Q W Z0, Q some other state Q epsilon. See this one, initially I am starting from this one, the same procedure. On many number of moves, if I am reached at this position, here the top of the stack is epsilon. If the stack contains no elements, that means, and remember at the same time the input is empty. Remember, the input is always empty and the stack contains no element. That means it is also accepted. Here this first one is called acceptance by final state. This second one is called acceptance by empty stack. Acceptance by final state or acceptance by empty stack. So in the examination you have to write any one. That is your wish. You have to write either acceptance by final state or acceptance by empty stack. And one more point is instantaneous description. description, generally called as ID, instantaneous description of push down automata. What this instantaneous description specifies? This specifies simply an informal notation of how a PDA, how a push down automata computes the input string. That is, I am given an input string. How the push down automata computes the input string such that it checks whether the string is accepted or rejected. That is, in simple term, I am giving an example. Instantaneous description means I am giving an example. Based on this example, I am checking whether the push down automata accepted the example, that is, accepted the input or rejected the input. Accept the input or reject the input. It is represented in Q. That is the starting state, that is from which state we are moving. Simply the current state and some input symbol. W specifies step by step this W is reduces. Whenever we are moving from one transition to another transition, the value of W reduces, that is the remaining alphabets. And suppose Z0 describes the stack top. This is the instantaneous description. Now finally see this one. What we have discussed, what is the push down automata? Okay, push down automata, this one. The model representation contains three parts: input tape, final control, stack. So how it is accessing. And push down automata is represented in a 7-tuple format. These are the 7 tuples. And push down automata is determined into two types: deterministic and non-deterministic. This is the definition for deterministic. And non-deterministic means simply has any number of transitions. Almost similar to NFA. Remember, if a language accepted by the finite automata is also accepted by push down automata, and at the same time, if the language not accepted by the finite automata is also maybe accepted by the push down automata. Accepted and not accepted by the finite automata is accepted by push down automata. This is the case for deterministic. This is non-deterministic. And remember, non-deterministic is more powerful than deterministic finite automata. And the next one is acceptance. How we are accepting the push down automata? By using either final state or by using empty stack. So these are the final state and this one is empty stack. How to check whether an input is accepted or rejected by this push down automata? By using these instantaneous descriptions. Okay, this is the introduction part to push down automata. In the next session we will discuss how to construct push down automatas by considering some examples. Thank you.